Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Today, I'm sharing with you 5 coaching questions. Are you ready? Let's get started. Well, you may be thinking, wait a minute, Kevin, I'm the coach. I'm supposed to be providing answers. And I'm saying to you that the best coaches have good questions. And so while I could give you a very long list of questions that you could use as a coach, what I want to do today is share with you 5 that you will find valuable in almost any coaching situation, formal or informal, one-on-one, virtual or face-to-face, doesn't matter. 5 coaching questions you can use all the time to be more successful. And here they are. First, how are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you thinking? What are you thinking about? And so I put those all as one. We're doing, feeling, thinking. And so it's a great opening question. Some people will like and connect more with the thinking question than with the feeling question. I actually like to use all 3, but if you know your folks well, you'll know which one to lead with. Some folks on my team, I'm not going to lead with how are you feeling. I'm going to lead with how are you thinking or what are you thinking about? Because that connects better for them and is more likely to garner their answers. And I like to ask, how are you doing? Because that's a way to just get us into conversation and to find out what's working and what's not working for them, especially in a remote working world, which leads me to the next question, which is, so what's working? So often coaching moves to what's going wrong, or we've seen something and we want to help them fix it, or we want them to change it. But I'd like to find out from them first, what's working? What's working? Find out from their perspective how things are going in terms of the positive. And you're going to learn some things. And by the way, you might even learn that something that you think is a problem isn't, at least not from their perspective, which puts you in a much better position to coach. Next, where are you stuck? It's kind of the opposite of what's working. It's like what's not working. I like to say, where are you stuck? Where are you not being able to make progress? Where are the roadblocks? Where are you stuck? And it's there that you might start to get a sense for why and where they're struggling. Which leads to the next question, which is, so what's in your way? What's in your way either to greater improvement, greater progress, or what's in the way? What's impeding you from making any progress? If you're stuck, what's in the way? Now notice I'm asking them to discover this and share this for themselves and take it out of their own thoughts and get it out in words, because oftentimes when we ask those 3 questions, they know the solutions. And when we think about it this way, that the most powerful learning is discovery learning. If we can help them come to conclusions themselves, far more powerful than anything we could tell them. And the 5th question is, okay, now what? It's my favorite 2-word question. For those of you that are listening to the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, you know that in every episode where I interview someone, I always ask you as the audience, now what? What are you going to do with this? So I love to ask that question of folks when I'm coaching them and say, okay, now what? What are you going to do next? It's the question of implementation. Now, I promised you 5 questions. I'm going to actually give you 6. I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you the favorite questions of one of my favorite coaches, Michael Bungay-Stanier. He's written a couple of really great books about coaching. His favorite coaching question is, what else? So it's a great question to extend the conversation. It can go, what is working and what else? Where are you stuck and what else? And what else? And what else? It's a safe way to encourage people to keep talking and for you to learn more and for them to share more, to help them learn, to help them grow. 6 coaching questions for you today. Let me summarize with today's tweet. The best coaches don't have all the answers, but they sure ask great questions. Now, I've mentioned the podcast, and some of you are listening from the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, but if you're watching me on Remarkable TV, you by all means are going to love the podcast. You can take these videos with you and not have to be in front of a device to watch. You can listen to them. Plus, you can listen to each week a new episode where I have a conversation, an in-depth conversation with a leadership expert or expert leader. All of that on the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. You can learn more and sign up and subscribe right here. Hope you'll do that. And right here next week, I'll be back. Another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.